We are here today because we got lots of questions about how to stitch turkey work in larger areas. We've demonstrated recently about how to do turkey work in small areas, and then we demonstrated how to cut the turkey work loops. So today I thought I would show everyone how I do turkey work for larger areas. And the first thing you'll need to know the basics of is how to do brick stitch. And I'm sure most of you know how to do this. So you're going to come up through your canvas, count 2 canvas threads, go down, skip a column, come up, go down, and then you are going to work your way back the other way. You're going to drop down to the kitty corner hole from here. So you're going to go there, go up 2 canvas threads, and go down, and repeat this. And this is just a basic brickwork stitch. It's actually the stitch that I teach most beginners as their very first stitch. In this case, because this is a practice canvas, I'm using 3-ply of Belloluso wool. It's not quite covering, but this is just a practice. So this is your basic brick stitch. Once you know this basic brick stitch, it's very easy to master turkey work brick stitch style. So now that you've mastered basic brick stitch, you're going to come in up through a hole in your canvas, and you're going to go down through the same hole, and you're making a loop. Now remember below when you came in the bottom hole and you counted up 2 canvas threads, you're doing the same thing. You're just hopping through the loop along the way and going above it. And then just like with your brick stitch earlier, you're going to skip a column and go into the second column, but not, that's where your stitch would normally go. Your loop is going to come up in that middle hole. So you're basically doing the brick stitch just like we learned earlier, but keeping that loop in the center hole, coming up on the bottom, through the loop, and back down in that second thread above, just like we did earlier. And you will do skip a column, go over 1, come up through the middle hole, and back down. Some people are very particular about how long their loops are. The way I look at it is these loops are going to be cut. So the shorter you make your loop, the less your thread you're wasting, but the harder it is. And so I leave my loops a little bit longer. Belloluso, which is my favorite thread to do turkey work with, is very inexpensive. So I would rather do it down below. So you're going to come back. Now keep in mind your next row of brick stitch would start in this hole and it's going to end in this hole, right? Just like we did down below. You're going to make your loop here and come down in the row below, through the loop, and go back down in that row above. I tend to start at the top of wherever my turkey work's going to be and do layered loops so I can push them up and out of the way. And you just continue on in that manner. And before you know it, you'll have lots of loops ready for trimming.